there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Air Force's offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll run this one off right tackle. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games. So
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Air Force.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it on the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got him downfield.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that.
There he goes. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be third down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's looking to throw on third and short. A strike downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Falcons are marching down the field.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Run it with the fullback. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And the big fella, usually blocks, but has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
They went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
And the Falcons will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll take it himself. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibbs. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, Offense has to make a decision.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. A really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
This is a design run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Nice move to keep running. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Little touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Navy quick to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Might be changing the route. First priority is to take care of the ball here. Makes the catch. It's Rossi. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The give to the fullback. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rossi. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's King. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown Air Force. The offense cashing it in on that drive. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looking to fire.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a master.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Falcons. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
28, Navy 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Running a read option to the left. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Navy quick to the line. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lee. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will have to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Big fullback's got it. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
The sure hands, it's Rossi. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's King. That's caught. It's Gibbs. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
The option look. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Put 6 on the board, fellas.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Smashes through the tackle. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to pass. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he got... the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's King. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
The give to the tailback. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Hand off to the fullback. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes his shot. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rossi. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job.
Touchdown, Air Force! And the pummeling has started. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Van Zell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Now on the move. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Running to the left. Oh, better look out. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go.
Looking for a man, it's Hall. He'll heave it deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the catch down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeper.
Run play with the quarterback. Pick up the 5. Second down.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. On the run, it's Rossi. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the 1st down and tick, 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 tick.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Wants to throw. It's Kane. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The midshipman got the explosion. Play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets... the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Navy now facing 3rd and short.
Trick 9, B. Trick 9.
Oh, it's a reverse. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Navy!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Navy 20.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Manziel. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Hold and finds his man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Lee. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just... on the dink and dunk, it's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today, but
there he goes. They They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, midshipman!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gibbs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught at the 45 on his way. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy
lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. But they might anyway. He's looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Air Force! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room after that Jets' victory is in the offing, it appears.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Coming out with it, it's Manziel. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hard running. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.